George Orwell said, "People sleep peaceably in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf," meaning modern society cannot actually always considered to be very good, moral, ethical, and righteous because it thrives on corruption, conflict, chaos, complexity, partiality, discrimination, and all the other kinds of evils and bad things help basically sustain the modern society and contributes to its overall survival in one way or another. And the people it comprises and combines also cannot always be considered to be good or as having character, authenticity, clarity, distinction, and sovereignty about themselves because we all have either become servicemen and slaves to the entire system that dominates us, and we also want power, influence for ourselves so that we can be seen as such by the society. So we want power from the very system that uses power to establish control, manipulation, and dominance over us, and to ultimately subjugate our character, behavior, and action. So the power that we want dominates us, controls us, and manipulates our behaviors and mentalities and actions every step of the way and in everything that we do or attempt. But still, obviously, the politicians or the man of corruption, discrimination, and violence are basically able to sleep with peace, comfort, and relaxation on their beds at night, primarily because they have got other very violent and dangerous men watching their backs and providing guard and security to their houses and to the illegal bungalows in one way or another. So it's all about corruption, conflict, and chaos because, as I mentioned earlier, the whole modern system, society, education, and other kinds of organizations thrive primarily upon crisis, chaos, lack, distress, disaster, and other kinds of difficulties, primarily for the weak and poor sections of people in the societies. For us, troubles, sufferings, and chaos never ends because that is what the system wants, so that we're always busy overcoming our problems, meeting our ends, and suffering from other kinds of external complications and societal discriminations and hypocrisies, and fighting one another out. We're destroying one another because of the corruption and criminality imposed by external political forces and arbitrary